let's have a small lesson on Andantino, number 18 from Opus 35 by Fernando Sor. You can get the sheet music for free. You can also get a tab version if you need it, but you just follow the link under the video for that. There's no sign up or anything required. Fernando Sor's etudes, of course, very popular and very well known. One of the main things about his etudes are that they're in this kind of elegant legato style, and yet the technical challenges are significant. I've always gravitated towards like Carcassi etudes for their pedagogical clarity, like you do one technique kind of at a time, but with Sor, sometimes it's not as clear. But what is clear is that the legato and elegant flavor of the music is difficult to accomplish, which makes it a good etude in itself. I think for this particular etude, that's particularly true because you have all these chord shapes you have to navigate, and yet you just have this simple legato line going through it. So maybe the first thing you should do is just make sure you get your ear very used to that melody. So the top note in this melody, now you have to kind of get past the strange beaming in the notation of this piece, but the melody is so simple, right? So if you just play that top quarter note line, practice that top line just so you get really used to hearing it. And then the rest of the challenge of the piece is just navigating all these chord shapes, right? Now, sometimes the chord shapes work really well, like the first bar is fine. It's all kind of free fingers. But then here, you have to jump that third finger over to the bass note within an eighth note beat, and that's hard to make legato, and there's no good solution to it fingering-wise. There's other solutions besides the one I've written in, but I mean, sometimes in this piece, you're just going to have to jump fingers around and minimize the legato damage as much as possible. And that's what makes it a great etude, because it just has that beautiful, simple character, and yet you have to navigate all these chords in the left hand. There's not too much to say in this piece. There's just like a few challenges, and in terms of the right hand, it's really straightforward. It's pretty much P and A followed by IM almost all of the time. A small exception might be in bar 16. You might want to do the A finger on the A, which is an awkward string crossing, but allows you to not repeat a finger, and that's the most important thing. Back to the normal fingering. And that happens one or two other places. Another danger in this piece is after some of the barring, such as bar 23 and 24, be careful that you don't get a whole bunch of squeaking sound there. The texture is pretty delicate here, so you don't want a ton of squeak. So just make sure that you actually lift your finger off that bass string. Keep it compact and close to the string, but lift it off and place very nicely. Besides that, there's that one kind of tricky bar at bar 29. I've opted to use my thumb on that D sharp, so just be careful of that. That's my solution to the problem of possibly repeating a finger, so I just try not to repeat anything but the thumb there. So besides that, just go through the piece, follow the fingerings that I've indicated, and just remember that you want that melody to pop out of the texture a little bit. Keep I and M really soft. You don't want this. You have to keep those fingers very soft and just bring out the A finger. Keeping all the accompaniment very soft and the melody present the whole time.